so much. All right, Trapezanos. It is so good to be here. Let's give ourselves a hand for being here and choosing to be at the great place, Trapezanos tonight. Great, great. Port Orange in the house. All right, how many? Megan, behave yourself.
Okay.
All right. How many married couples do we have here? Married couple right here. One here. How long have you guys been married?
A year and a half.
Year and a half. Bless your heart. That's good. How long?
You don't know.
A long time. Over here, married couple. How long have you been married? 43 years. That's beautiful. Beautiful. Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm going to tell you that I've been married for 25 years. And it is among 4 different husbands. And I want to tell you, if you didn't catch my name at the beginning of the act, it is Parker Palace, like a king's palace. A lot of people think I'm related to Jack Palance, but it's like a royal palace with a king. And my day job, like Jim said, his day job is teaching in the jails, which is just so funny in itself. Anyway, my day job's in real estate, and so I've upgraded with each of my 4 husbands. And my first husband was David Apartment. My second husband was John Condo. My third husband was Mike House, and my fourth husband is Mark Palace, and that's true. And if Mr. Kingdom is in here, then I'd like to meet you afterwards and meet me outside, because I'm always looking to upgrade being in real estate. So, yeah, so it's fun being married to a palace, and Mark is here. He happens, my fourth husband does happen to be here, so he's a good sport. Speaking of other jobs that we've had, I have been a Division I head swimming coach. And I was a coach at the University of Arkansas for 5 years and a coach at the University of South Carolina Gamecocks for 5 years. That's absolutely true. How many college sports fans do we have here in the room? All right. I want to hear some favorite mascots. Who's your favorite mascot? Who? Gators, of course. We're in Florida. Wolverines, Michigan. Anybody else?
Fighting Irish.
The Fighting Irish, yes, we like the Fighting Irish. Crimson Tide, Alabama. Actually, it's Alabama. Okay. Well, if you know a lot of these mascots, the worst mascot in the NCAA to recruit women swimmers to come and swim for. I was a swimming coach, remember, recruiting women to come and get into bathing suits and be called hogs. Okay, so go Hogs. These are women wearing bathing suits. Go Hogs. Then I think that the Hogs are probably the worst mascot in the NCAA. The second worst mascot, as I transferred across the country to the University of South Carolina Gamecocks, and they don't call them Gamecocks. What do they call them? Cocks. So then I recruit women to come and swim and get into bathing suits and be called Cocks. So that was a little bit of a hard sell for me, and there's no pun on the hard there. But what I really started to notice, I love the whole college mascot thing, and I'm going to try to memorize all of them from A to Z. But I did notice that there are 2 USCs, and since my husband is from Southern California and I'm an East Coast girl, we always fight over what USC means. He thinks it means University of Southern California, and I think it means University of South Carolina. But if you notice, the USC in Southern California is what?
Trojans.
The Trojans, yep. And the University of South Carolina are the Cocks. So I think this is a great safe sex commercial for the Trojans and the Cocks. You know, you get them together and you have the Trojan running around on the field and the Cock running around on the field, and then you have a safe sex commercial. So anyway, just an idea for you guys. Now, when we go out and visit in Southern California, we stay at a really great friend's house, and it's big and it's vacant, empty. And we work from home in real estate. We both have our laptops, and Mark sets his office upstairs, and I set my office up downstairs. And we work on our laptops. And we were out there a couple weeks ago, and I'm working downstairs, and communication is so key in a relationship, isn't it? I mean, it's probably everything in marriage. The man who won't admit how long he's been married. Yeah, you're so bad at communicating you can't even answer my question. But no, but really, if we're working and I'm paying bills downstairs, so I holler upstairs to Mark, and you know the old husband that just can't hear you at all. You know, I say, honey, did you pay this bill? And I yell upstairs, and he doesn't hear me, and I yell it a little bit louder, honey, did you pay this bill? Still doesn't answer me. So finally, I'm tired, I just say one more time, Mark, did you pay this XY Visa bill? And he doesn't answer me, but I know he's within hearing me because I can hear him moving around. And so I'm tired of paying bills, and we had just bought a new gallon of Breyer's ice cream that day. It was in the freezer, and so I thought I deserved some ice cream after I'd been paying bills. And I go to the ice cream, I get it on the counter, and you know that little plastic seal on the top of the ice cream? So I pop that little thing off, and I know that I was going to try to get to this ice cream first, so whoever gets in the ice cream first. And from upstairs I hear this, honey, are you opening the ice cream? So he doesn't hear any of my screaming at the top of my lungs, but he totally hears me when this little plastic thing comes off the thing. So I'm kind of have a sore throat tonight, so I'm going to get another drink here. And you know, so how's everybody doing in these economic times? Kind of tough, isn't it, for some of us? And I have So I have a girlfriend, and she's a little bit blonde, but I can make fun of blondes because you guys, now that we shave everything, nobody can tell who the real blondes are. And you know, we didn't used to do that, but now we do. It's one of the new things. But anyway, I have a blonde friend, and she's a little bit ditzy, and she heard that the sperm banks, they are now, you know, men, you guys have it easy. You can go into a sperm bank and you can come out with some cash. So my blonde friend, she decides that this might be a good way to make some money. So she goes in, and she goes up to the counter, and she says, I'd like to make a deposit. So anyway, just, you know, this is for the lake. This is for the lake crowd. Yeah, don't try that one at home, kids. Now, the health food craze. Now, I think that this is a very important thing, that we all need to start eating more healthfully. And one of the things that we are all supposed to do as we eat more healthfully is eat green spinach and alfalfa and everything. But does anyone know what the healthiest green food and drink is out there? Anybody know? Why are you raising your hand?
Wheat germ.
Wheat grass.
Wheat grass.
Who said it? I'm going to give you a little. I'm going to give you a piece of gum after the show for guessing that. But wheatgrass it cleanses your body. It makes you really healthy. And I've been doing what's called a high colonic. I don't know if you know, that's hydrocolon therapy, where you go in and you lay down and it's nice and calm in there, and then there's a fire hose type of thing on the wall that they flush you with. Well, that's just a regular high colonic. And now they have something called a wheatgrass enema. And they actually take wheatgrass and they flush your little system with it. And if you've ever had a hydrocolon therapy, you know that they kind of get everything out of you, but then when you go to use the bathroom for the very first time after you have a hydrocolon therapy, it is a full evacuation of your entire system. And this time, with the wheatgrass enema, it gives an entirely new meaning to going green. Yeah, it does. So anyway, that's my time for tonight. It's been a pleasure talking to you. Port Orange.
Hey, keep it going for Parker Palace. Parker Palace right there. Whoa. Wheatgrass enema material. You don't hear that every week. It's not every comic can do the wheatgrass material. I want you to know that. We all have dick jokes and tit jokes, but wheatgrass enema, no, that's a first. One more time for your guests at Parker Palace. Let her hear you. How you guys doing over here, all right? You're rocking?